Welcome to This Bitch with Sara Shenk and Kim Congdon.
What's up, everybody? Welcome. We're live from the Hive, honeys. It's me,
That's
Kim
right.
Congdon.
And me, Sara Shenk.
On another episode of This Bitch podcast. We're super excited about our guest today. She's got a special on HBO called Girl Daddy. She's a writer for Rick and Morty. She's on tour right now. She's got 23 cities left. She's one of the funniest people in the entire world. It's Beth Stelling.
Hey. Yay.
Beth,
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
We're so excited to have you. It was funny. When they were setting up earlier, we were like, do you know Beth? And they're like, oh yeah, we've heard of her. And we were like, she's so funny. And they go, is she funnier than you guys? And we both had to go, yeah.
No.
I'm honored.
We had to look at each other and be like,
yeah,
she's funnier than me and she's funnier than you. Yeah, we know it.
Okay. I'm deeply honored by your reverence. You guys are both very, very funny. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you.
It's so funny when you mention you're like double checking the name of my special. And it's like, I guess no matter what you choose for your special name, I don't regret it. It's just like, you're sick of it.
I love it.
Yeah. I mean, I did it because my nephew is like, this is my dad and this is my girl dad about my sister, which I think is so awesome.
Girl dad is really good.
So that's kind of where I came from. And then I ended up writing a joke about it, which the Sklar brothers tagged, which is what ends the special. But
I love it.
Anyway, that's where I came from.
It's a good special. It's a good name. I did a special on HBO Max, and it was in Spanish. It's it's about last night, but it's also Entre Nos, and I'm like so insecure about saying it because I don't speak Spanish. So when people ask, I'm like, it's just out there somewhere. I don't know. Don't watch it. Who cares?
So you don't speak Spanish? But did you speak? No. I mean, that's a dumb question. I'm like, you don't speak Spanish, but did you speak any in the special?
But
I did the whole special in bad Spanish.
But you know some Spanish.
I know some.
Unlike me. I don't know anything. I'm like quesadilla. I'm a quarter Puerto Rican and I'm butchering like the most basic shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't speak Spanish. I speak a little French, but it's because I took it for so long and it's sort of there.
We got in trouble for saying queso.
Oh, really?
On the last pod in the comments, someone was like, stop saying queso, gentrifier.
Why is it?
Because saying queso is just saying cheese. But it's like, we're not saying queso like cheese. We're saying queso like the dip. And they're like, it's not called that. And I was like, it's queso. Everywhere I've ever gone, it's always been queso.
Yeah,
you can't just order cheese. It's not going to come out queso.
You're not going to educate the restaurant once you get there. It's already on the menu, but
queso canceled?
Queso canceled.
No.
Queso.
I had some lukewarm queso on Saturday night. Well, during the fights, I was I went to Bar Ama. I mean, I wasn't really watching. Not like I don't care, but I just don't really watch when they punch each other, the MMA things.
That's her thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't correct her because I didn't want to be like, it's the UFC.
Thank you. No, you should correct me. You should correct me. But those were on, and I was just sort of enjoying while
lukewarm.
My date was watching it. But yes, queso came out lukewarm. I love how I just called them out. I was like, it's Bar Ama downtown. Warm it up. No, some areas of it were hot and some were
not okay. And throw me some scallions on top.
But they did have those. Let me just say the taste was pretty good. All the rest of the food was delicious.
But lukewarm.
But it is a Tex-Mex
You didn't
place.
send back to make it warmer.
I'm the person who, like, if I found a chunk of your hair, I'd be like, oops, it's okay. And then just keep eating.
Oh, not one thing about mama and mommy. When we go places, we make it stink. If there's a hair in mama's queso, you know that mommy's going to ask to talk to a man.
Hello. There's a hair in my queso.
Yeah, if we say it like that, we're for sure canceled. Queso.
I have a hair in my queso. Watch my special on HBO. Yeah,
it is impressive to be able to stand up in a different language. Carmen Lynch does it.
It's so impressive. I can't barely speak English sometimes.
Yeah, I know people were like, who said that to me? Oh, I have this joke about saying I got a king size bed, and the guy came up to me after the show and was like, so you should really enunciate a little bit more. I thought you said king size butt. And I was like, I mean, that too. But, I mean, what other descriptor does that lead to? King size butt.
That's his problem. Bed. That's his brain.
Yeah.
Not him not being able to stop thinking about butt while he's watching you.
There is some new religion apparently where guys worship butts.
I knew that.
Did you hear about religion, sweet.
We talked about this the last time I was on, I think.
Big butts.
But yeah, somebody sent it to me yesterday from my field hockey team. They were like, there's a new religion. I don't know how new it is, but it's
catch me sending them my Patreon link. What are they called?
What do you mean?
Okay, it's based off of some king, or like obviously Adonis is a Greek god, but I'm trying to retain what I read, and it was based in that. Like the religion has the word Adon in it. Adon.
We gotta find
Xavier.
Xavier, can we look up big butt religion? Worshiping big butts.
He goes, yeah.
Big butt.
He's so sad.
I guess I'll Google it. Yeah, it has like 21 million followers.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah, we've got fans.
Whoa.
Sorry, we're saints now? We're actually all
Church
saints.
of
Wait, go down.
Adonatology, where they worship big butt.
Okay,
They call it big butt, not even big butts, just big butt.
There's one golden butt. You like rub on your way in.
It's like Buddha. Buddha's belly.
Did you ever, Laughing Skull in Atlanta?
Yeah.
They have that huge dick, that wooden dick right when you walk in.
I don't know that like.
I
we
must
don't
have
know it
missed
like
it.
that. One
Usually I can see one of those from far away.
I can't believe you guys haven't seen that big dick.
No.
We're gonna have to go to Laughing Skull.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard big dick. I meant Laughing Skull. You said there's
I like anything that you touch for good luck. I don't know. Or anything you rub.
Would you
belly?
kiss that stone in Ireland?
What?
There's a stone that everyone gets in and they lay upside down over this huge cliff and they kiss it upside down in Ireland, the same spot.
Why?
Because it's like good luck, apparently.
Oh, I don't want to make out with a rock.
Yeah, that's rough.
And I don't know. Comes to kiss it around the world. They probably got herpes on it.
I was gonna say it's interesting that I say what I just said, like anything you touch for good luck, because I definitely have germophobic tendencies.
Me too.
It's hard for me to imagine kissing something that I know thousands of people have kissed. It's already rough enough.
I do it regularly. Every time I hook up with a guy, thousands of others have been there before.
That's actually true.
I know. I think about that too. The disrespect during the pandemic of guys that were just fucking multiple women, being like, "I'm being really safe." It's like, I mean, if you're doing that with a fucking pandemic, what were you doing before with your penis?
Do you remember when they were trying to teach us how to fuck during the pandemic? They're like, face away from each other. You had to be in separate rooms. You had to be like reverse cowgirl, but both laying down as far away.
I did get fucked. Well, I was COVID toxic for sure.
I was horny during lockdown.
I did. I had COVID.
It made us all crazy horny.
And my legs were shaking. We did the other way. I was like so weak. I was like, just like
you got fucked while you had COVID.
Yes. He brought me.
That's kind of hot.
He brought me a fan. Really sweet,
so he can blow the germs away
from
his face while he's fucking
he's
you.
like, I'm gonna blow the germs. He's just drying your pussy out.
It was a whole scientific experiment at that point.
I just remember looking down at him because it was. I feel like for some reason I was like, sorry, Mom. Like, why would my mom be watching this?
No, I say that every episode.
It's her.
It would be dope if your mom was a fan.
I was like up against the cabinet, and it was from behind, and my legs were like. I was so weak. I was so sick. I was just like,
I went hard during lockdown. I moved in with a 24-year-old and his parents.
They were like, welcome to the family.
Sarah was calling me. He was brushing my hair every night.
I was like, why is he brushing your hair?
I want a guy to brush my hair.
It was nice.
That's so cute.
It was nice.
I always felt like I wanted a guy to brush my hair.
It's so nice.
That's
After you
a
get out of the
kink.
shower, a guy just brushing your hair, and then I'd lay down
I'm getting excited.
and he would put lotion on my whole body.
He'd put lotion
on my whole body.
God.
Every night. And I was like,
do you have
I'll
his card?
Here. Yeah, I'll give you his number. He's great. He's great.
And his parents are great too.
And his parents would cook for us every day. Yeah, I would just go in his room, like, fuck them and come out and eat their steak. I was running that fucking house, dude.
I didn't talk to you for months. You'd be like, yeah, sorry, I'm here with his parents.
Yeah.
This was a freaking good find.
It was
You
good.
know what I mean? Like some of us weren't so lucky.
Yeah. And then I was like, let's get married. And he was like, okay. And then we were going to move in together. And then like right when we were looking at places, everybody was like, the Comedy Store was like, we're doing window spots. And I was like, I gotta go. I gotta go be a clown again.
It is so funny what like if you think about what you dropped for stand up over the last whatever for me 15 years, like what you've just been like bye, like love, relationships,
so many things.
Yes, so like the fact that you had like a break or put it on pause, you could actually just be like, well, I guess I'll dip a toe in that.
I was fishing every day. I was in a fucking country music video every day.
Was it around here?
It was in Florida.
I was living at my parents.
Wow. There was no masks, no lockdown.
Nobody.
I was at a bar every day.
She was having strangers spit in her mouth.
That was part of the problem on the news.
Did you end up getting it or?
I got it when I came back here when everyone was like masked, which was like, I didn't get it at all while I was in Florida.
It here, yeah.
Yeah, I got it here too.
Listen, because I'll tell you what, all these woke cucks in LA, they know how to fucking piss me off. You know what I'm sick of?
Oh no. One thing about Mama, she couldn't tell you what she's sick of.
I have a theory.
Okay.
Yeah.
That there is no traffic in LA. It's the traffic we create.
Because we're on our phones?
No, because nobody uses the right lane. Why doesn't anyone in LA use the right lane? Have you ever noticed that?
Well, the merging lane?
Yeah.
I'm kind
See, that's some LA
they
no,
shit.
no.
I object.
Scared to merge?
Well,
no, you have to use
I
the
object
lane.
with your traffic conspiracy.
We have 3 lanes and we only use 2. That's definitely part of the traffic jam.
Yeah, I think the issue is a lot of people are bad drivers around here, so they don't want to get their car fucked up by being in the right lane and having somebody not know how to merge.
I think everyone's just looking at themselves.
Definitely, I thought you were going to say that.
I got into a road rage. Did we talk about
I got
this?
into one just yesterday, and I laughed and laughed.
Me too.
I mean, I
one
wouldn't let this
yesterday,
guy
too.
in, and normally I would have dominated. And so, I did. Like it's a green light. I'm going forward.
Okay.
So I'm eastbound on.
You say eastbound, I'm already lost.
Yeah.
Honey,
yeah.
you just say you're going somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I got
took me out of the story.
Xavier, can you pull up a compass for that episode? She's giving too many numbers out here.
My coordinates were 43. No, okay. But I'm eastbound.
Okay.
And maybe like, when basically like you have the choice, there is traffic, the light's green, and you're like, I could wait here.
Or
and if this is starting to move, I could risk it and go,
Yeah.
And it wasn't that bad. I will say it wasn't so much bad on my part. I think it was like,
were you trying to merge in?
No, I'm just eastbound. We're just all going straight.
We don't know where eastbound is.
Yeah.
Beth.
So like this.
She just keeps saying it.
Here's the light.
She writes for Rick and Morty.
Okay.
We're not going to get everything she says, dude.
Yeah. She's going eastbound. Mama.
Here's the light. Here is the guy. So here's the light. The streets are like this.
Okay.
She was like, "There's a
I'm
Taco
going
Bell."
eastbound like this.
Yeah.
He is trying to turn onto this street that is backed up.
Okay.
So he wants to turn in. So he's already inching forward like this. I see him inching, and I'm going, I'm not letting you in, you little bitch.
Okay.
So I go like this, but he's being so aggressive. Like he's in the mind frame of I am in a BMW, so if I hit you,
it might have been me.
yeah. He's like, I'm basically not letting him in because this is my right of way.
Yeah.
Like he's at a red light.
We're on your side.
Wanting to turn right on red.
I'm with you.
And I'm kind of like, nah, I'm going to make it through this light. But he's like, actually, I'm so ugly and stupid in my BMW that I'm risking hitting you. So I actually have to go like this to get around him. And then he pulls around me like this in oncoming traffic to get in front of me. And I go like this and flick him off. He flicks me off back. The great news, which is hilarious, is that he's trying to turn left on Gower right here, which is always a back up and it's hard.
I know Gower.
And I'm just turning right because I'm going to go to coffee right here. So he pulls around me into oncoming traffic. I flick him off. He flicks me off. And I'm like, bye. I'm right where I need to be. I park my car. I'm like, this is the kind of psycho who will go around the block and like key my car or spit on me or something. But I park and I'm like, whatever, I'm just gonna risk it. I'm going to coffee right here. And as I go up the street in the block, he's still at the red light because he got stuck. He's stupid. He wasn't paying attention and whatever. So he's at the red light and I just looked at him and laughed.
And you won.
I feel like I won.
You won that road. You run the road rage.
I do feel like I won. He looks like a walrus.
I will tell you, my road rage went a little different. I did get got.
What do you mean by you did get got?
My mom would hate that. So she's always like, somebody could kill you.
Yeah.
You make one wrong move. Do not flick anybody off. People have guns.
I flipped someone off yesterday too.
I get scared after I do it like that too.
I go to a high.
I definitely.
Like, who's next, bitch?
Now she's confident because her seat's higher.
But this man driving in oncoming traffic though to get in front of me,
crazy.
That's psychotic.
It's little dick energy.
It is.
There's a lot of little dicks.
His little penis for sure was trapped underneath a big gut of shame and loss.
The dude that so I'm driving.
Yes.
Northbound.
So I'm getting chauffeured. I hop in the front, take over the wheel. Okay.
I'm driving, right? There's traffic in front of me and no traffic behind me. Like it's like clear behind me. There's no cars. We're all going a smooth 40, 43. Everything's great. Suddenly, the guy in front of me slams on his brakes. So I slam on my brakes and I see that there are, prisoners that are working outside in jumpsuits who are trying to jaywalk. But I see exactly what happened. The prisoners timed it so that when they cross us, we cross, and then they go after the clear behind me.
Yeah.
But this white knight LA cuck just wants to do something right for the world. You know what I mean? This is where my issue lies. He almost causes a car accident because he needs to feel good. Instead of just going and letting these guys cross behind him and like letting traffic flow naturally, and then they could cross when there's no traffic. Like everyone planned, obviously, by looking around. He slams on his brakes. So he slams on his brakes and he tells the guys to go. Even at this point, I'm not mad. I go, okay, that was stupid, but whatever.
Yeah, fine.
And then the prisoners are telling him to go. Then he tells them to go.
Oh, no.
Then they're telling him to go. Then I lay on my horn and I go, I roll down my window. I have to do this because I have a back car. My car's really cheap.
I roll down my window.
You haven't seen that in a while. Subscribe to my Patreon. Patreon.com/Kim Congdon. I need a new car. So I roll down my window and I go, one of you fucking go. And I slam on the brakes. And then I go around and the car gets into the lane that I'm about to go and blocks me and then lets the guys go. And I'm like, it's not even about them at this point. And then the guys go, they cross and now they're clapping for him because he let them go or something.
The prisoners are clapping?
Yes, for the dude. And then we pull up to the red light and he rolls the window down and he goes, they're people too. I was like, you're a fucking idiot. I'm just screaming that this guy's an idiot. And he's telling me that these prisoners are people. I'm like, little do you know, I'd probably fuck them. I know they're people. I think they're hot. This is not about that. I was so pissed.
He did not say they're people too.
He said they're people too. I was like, we get it. You wanted to do charity today.
No shit. I will say when people are trying to do something nice, like that is the perfectly timed thing. Like as in, I get exactly what you're saying. Cars are coming. You start to step out like in the median because you're going to cross. And all this person has to do is keep going. And then they slow to a stop and you're like, why? You could just go. Just go. And then I'm going after you.
Well, you have child porn in your computer if you need to do that. I don't know what to say. You have other secrets because you need to like do something good publicly for the world.
Dude, but sometimes I could be like that, like if I'm feeling myself, I'm like, oh, well, same thing. Like if I'm stoned.
Sara will go fully out of her way. We were at Skank Fest a few years ago and she was walking fans to their cars.
I'm nice. I'm a giving person. I like to connect with people.
She was taking them to the bathroom. She was showing them where the bathrooms were.
I didn't realize you're not supposed to walk fans to the bathroom. Every fan. I'm like, well, let me show you.
She was showing everyone where the bathroom was. Not me. I said,
figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, remember,
ask anyone else. I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm the talent.
And no, I walk one of these bitches to the bathroom, and then I felt bad because I left her in the bathroom, but I couldn't keep hanging out with her.
Yeah.
I had to.
She puts herself into these deep situations. I'm like, I would never have that problem.
Because I'm an empathetic, kind person, unlike Mama.
This bitch was running a stranger's dog down the beach. An old man. We talked about him last week. I'll bring it up real quick just to tell Beth. This old man fucking tricked Sara. He was like, my knees are bad. I need someone to run my dog. He really needs to be ran. And he went up to Sara in a thong bathing suit, who already had a dog with her. And Sarah's like, okay, I'll run him down the beach. Sarah's titties bouncing.
He's like, but he only likes when girls do it without their shirt.
Yeah, the dog's name was Beauregard. It was too much. It was a chow chow, like a big chow chow was biting at her ankles while she was running it. It didn't even want to run. She was like dragging it.
No, it was horrible. He was just trying to see some titties. But I'm like, oh, a man in need.
No,
it's bad.
I'll say no.
It's
I'm a
tough.
no sayer. Are you?
Pretty gross. Yeah,
well, I've gotten a little more calloused.
Yeah, it's tough, right? Because you don't want to think like everybody in the world is bad, but like even.
But you can't think that they're all good either.
So many of them are bad. Yeah, even just I think I was what was I doing? Just walking back from the grocery, which is not far from my place, and I'm about to turn right into my gate, and a guy is pulling away from the curb, going the opposite direction. And he said something like, have a good day, beautiful, something like this. And I just, normally I think I would be like, thanks, but I couldn't. And then I had to also think in my head, do I walk into my gate right now so he knows where I live? Mm-hmm. Like, just.
It's so annoying.
Yeah, it's just one of the, and I still did because I'm too lazy. But I'm just like, yeah, now he knows where I live, and I ignored him, so he's angry. So he'll find me. He'll get his good day.
He'll get his good day.
Yeah.
Dude, how was the river?
The river was good.
She went to the river.
Well, this is even on the way to. I went to Sequoia camping with some friends this weekend.
Okay,
and it was really fun. But even about helping people you don't know if they're bad. On the way to Sequoia, we pull over when we get to the mountains. There's like waterfalls and all these rocks, and we pull over and we're looking. We're like, it's so beautiful. And out of the crack of the rocks comes out this like, hello, lady. This Tom Hanks from Castaway character. He had like disheveled hair, and he had this palm frond that was like spiky, and he was like kind of far away, and he was shaking it in the air, and his skin was all red, and he was like, oh. We were like, we should go. And then when I came back and I told that story on mushrooms later that night to the rest of the group, they were like, I think that guy needed help. I was like, oh. I was so scared he was going to hurt me. It actually could have been a man that
you're scared everyone's going to hurt you. If we smoke a blunt and we go on a walk, Kim's guard is up. She's like this.
But
she's
like, this unaware bitch.
I am. I'm like, la, 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 skipping.
No, I noticed
I guess you have each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were all, my friend Shannon and I were taking a hike up in just Los Angeles forest. I forget exactly. Baden Powell is what we hiked.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, I don't know. It's not, it's a challenging hike. Like, I forget how many hours. We maybe did it in 4 hours up and back. We took a nap at the top too, but either way. But as we're at the gas station at the bottom before we're getting to the forest, it's like, I think we're just getting water to fill up our camelbacks. And it's like we see these guys. It's very early in the morning because it's so hot. You want to start earlier than later. And it's like we see these guys also probably doing what we're about to do or something in the forest. And you like see them as like, hey. And you have to like weigh in your head, like, do I make eye contact? Do I look at them? Because we're both about to go into the middle of nowhere. And they could easily follow us. They could not. So I go in to get the water. When I come out, Shannon's talking to them. And I'm kind of like, yeah, well, that's the choice Shannon made. It was like to talk to them. Because they were like, what are you guys doing? And it's like, let us give you your coordinates where we're going to be alone for the next 4 hours. You know? And it's just sort of like, obviously, like nothing happened, but there's tons of terrible stories.
Constant. Even walking in here, this dude was getting into his truck, and when you notice them notice you.
Yeah.
And I noticed him notice me, and he like kind of stopped, and he didn't look. He looked like a character from Breaking Bad. I don't know what to say. I really was wearing a literal wife beater. So and then he goes to drive off, but then he turns around and he drives just next to me up the sidewalk until I get here. And I'm like, if I lived here, I would be terrified to go
Yes,
here.
because then now you know where I live.
Yeah.
And again,
so Mark, some dude in a wife beater is going to fuck you tonight.
For me, it's just, I don't want to see a man with a backpack. If I see a man with a backpack, I'm going the other way.
Yeah.
Nothing good happens with a backpack. A white man with a backpack? Absolutely not.
There was a white man with a backpack at my show. in the front, and I said, "This shouldn't even be legal." I don't know who the fuck let you up here with his seat next to him had a backpack in it. I was like, "You bought a ticket for your backpack?
Put your Jansport away, Daddy."
Yeah.
It sounds like a comic, but I'm just like, I know all I can think about is people listening to us and being like, "Not everybody wants to fuck you." You know what I mean? And it's just like, that's not. What?
Yeah.
First of all, yes, they do. And second of all, like, there is reason to be scared. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
There is reason to be scared.
Yeah.
I'm scared of everything.
Yeah.
For the most part.
I know. I was
my own shadow.
I guess I'm just like, I live alone now, which is nice. And I didn't for so long out here. Obviously.
Even saying that is scary.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? I live with 7 people. So if you follow me in here, they're all going to get you.
I live with 12 people. They're all dwarfs.
Yeah.
And I'm safe.
But I was like, looking for houses. This is a terrible time too. But there is always part of me that after I leave, I'm like, but do you really want that? Like, I think I'll be scared.
You got to get a dog.
Yeah, I can't.
Don't get a dog.
I can't because they get old and die and they shit. We've talked about this. Like, to me, a guy with a dog is almost as bad, is like worse than kids.
Why?
I just feel like it's like, like, what are you doing? You just want to, unless you have a place where you can just like leave it out. Why would you be changing your life for an animal?
That's exactly.
Like, you have to leave this party and go let it out.
I feel to the T. I don't understand being in the industry, living in a city and having a dog.
Why?
It is fucking mentally ill for me. If you, I'm sorry, Sarah, I'm going to pretend like
a tear rolls down, just a single tear rolls down my cheek. Well, one thing about mommy, she's going to tell me how she really feels.
It's fucking.
Tell me about why I'm mentally ill.
I mean, when she brings the dog to the beach, in her head, she's like, I love bringing the dog to the beach. And I watch, me and my friends, we lay down on the towel, we relax. She's chasing this dog. She's making sure it doesn't bite a kid. No, she calls it getting her steps in, but she is stressed. The dog, you never know. He's like kind of a good dog, but kind of bad. So he kind of looks and he might attack at any moment. She's like, hold on to the leash. We got to dig it and hold it on a rock in case he gets away. He's on the rocks. It's too much. All for a little this. No. Then you're walking in the
for
city.
a little bit.
I object.
It's too much.
And kissing, I guess.
If a man licked my face and his mouth smelled like shit every time he licked me, I would not want him around for a pet.
No.
Yeah, but the dog doesn't make you cry the same way a man does.
It makes you cry.
But if I don't have a man, he doesn't make me cry. And if I don't have a dog, it don't make me cry either.
That's true. But you do like my dog.
Yeah, when I can leave them.
Right.
Yeah,
See, I think that's part of it. Obviously, I like animals.
All right, guys, let's take a second from our podcast to talk about our sponsors, Manscaped. If there's one thing we know, it's that we have a bunch of dudes that listen to this bitch podcast, and that means we have a bunch of hairy balls. It's Smooth Sack September, people. Get on board. Get yourself some Manscaped. They have, Sarah, I know we both prefer a little trim downstairs.
Yeah, hit yourself with the lawnmower 4.0.
Hit yourself with the weed whacker nose and ear hair trimmer.
I don't need to be seeing fucking hair in your hairs.
Listen, you can take these things in the shower. Manscaped's products are waterproof, so you can bring them in the shower with you. It helps with the mess. We don't need to have pubes everywhere. Manscaped, they throw in 2 free gifts in their packaging. They give you the boxers and the shed travel bag, which they sent one to us and I gifted it to a friend and he loves it.
I gifted it to a friend too and he also loves it.
Yeah.
And the boxers fit really cute and they look good.
Yeah, so if there are any ladies listening to the pod, make sure you get some for your mans as well. This is not just for the gentleman. This is a good gift for a guy.
It's like a good gift for the guy, but also for you.
Yes.
You're
it's
like,
a gift for him.
Daddy.
Wink, wink, this is for you. It's like you're just trying not to choke on ball hair anymore. So get 20% off plus free shipping with code TB20 at manscape.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code TB20. That's TB20 at manscape.com.
Hot girls everywhere agree that it's Smooth Sack September. Get your man on board before it ends.
Yes, sweetie. Let's get back into the pod.
I wanted to be a veterinarian for the longest
You
time.
did?
I wanted to be a dolphin trainer.
Me too, for a bit. What?
You can't do that anymore.
Did you grow up in Florida or you just visited because her family's
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
did too?
part-time because my dad was in Orlando.
Where? Oh, okay. I was in Melbourne. Cocoa Beach.
Yes, we went to Cocoa Beach, of course.
Yeah, so we wanted
Ron
to be
John
dolphin
Surf Shop.
Like a SeaWorld dolphin
Coconut.
trainer?
Yes.
Yes.
Because we went to SeaWorld and saw it.
Constantly.
And
I bet
was
you
like,
were,
I want to
you
do
met
that.
Telecom, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Same.
Was that the
Do you have
whale?
a picture with Tilly?
I don't, but like I think there is. I love Free Willy.
Same.
God, it was one of my favorite movies of all time.
Sometimes we'll just drive around listening to the Michael Jackson song from Free Willy in the middle of the day. That song hits so hard.
It is good.
It's like, I'm not.
Willy, go! Get out of here!
He's like,
I hate you!
Yeah.
I never wanted you
he
here
jumps
anyways!
over him.
Get out!
There's no way he could have gotten that speed
No.
or depth to jump over that.
I used to I used to do this bit. I should probably bring it back where I used to talk about like I watched it as an adult on drugs thinking it would be fun. And then I was like devastated realizing that it was a movie about a free whale that's actually captured in an actor. And I was like, this is a slave whale playing a free whale. This is fucked up.
I know. He swims away finally free.
Still,
Fin is still like this.
yeah, everybody knows
Finally
that
free.
fact after
How
Blackfish came out. Everybody's
know.
like, if their fins are curved, they're captured.
I mean, ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know.
I'm too examining. I'm too.
Oh yeah.
She's southbound.
I just feel like I analyze too much all the time. I mean, it is part of the job, but I sometimes wish I were stupid and living
too.
somewhere where I didn't have to
It'd
do
be
anything. But
so easy to be stupid. But like, what are you gonna do today? Don't know. Don't care. What's for dinner? I don't know. Got a microwave?
I wish I was like that nephew from Making a Murderer. He was like, yeah.
I never watched it.
That's all he said. Those were all his answers. I'm like, oh, he's literally meditating constantly. He's in a constant state of meditation. This man.
We did go to dinner over the weekend, a friend's birthday dinner, and a girl I hadn't met, a friend of the girlfriend of one of the friends, was saying she got a concussion and you know, in order to heal, she just like can't think. She's like, and I just like can't think.
That's actually.
And I was like, I have a concussion.
I had a concussion. You're literally not allowed to think. It was in the rules.
Yes, it says like, she's like, it hurts to think. I was like, but me too.
Wait, because when I had a concussion, I felt fucking crazy. If you think too much, your mind
say it was
feels-
terrible.
It is so bad, and it's like if you like even think a little, like you literally can't think. You're so tired. Your brain is like so fucking done that if you think, it's like too much.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it.
When you came back and said, I can't think, I said, that's enough with this Muay Thai shit because I need you to be able to
'cause that's
think
how you
on
got hurt?
the podcast, honey.
I get fucked up. Like I got hit with a hockey ball. You can see right
Wow.
here.
Yeah, you just see that.
Yeah, I started playing field hockey again, and it does. I get fucked up for sure.
I got fucked up by the cuticle cutter at the nail salon. So I get it, guys.
Yesterday out of the shower after
A concussion from your
we played a scrimmage, and I looked down at my feet. I was like, 3 toenails are just like hanging by. Like, it's just like, hey, what's up? Back, man.
Oh man. Yeah. I shaved during camping this weekend.
While you were out there,
We were camping and then we were about to go to the
Separate
water.
things.
God.
We were about to go to the water and I had noticed that my legs were hairy, so I sat in the lawn chair in the dirt under a spigot, which by the way, spigot, showering in it, offensive to me.
What do you mean?
I'm Puerto Rican and I have to shower in a spigot.
Like, was it low to
Why
the
is it
ground
called that?
or medium?
It was medium. I had to squat a little. It still
at your
felt,
calf.
No, it was like here. So I had to,
That's great.
it was
I thought you were
fine.
like squatting and like, you know, just
doing my
shoveling
pussy.
water under your puss. Like when you're in a tub and you get up and you're like, see, stewing in a tub. I do like a bath.
I do too.
When everybody's like, it's disgusting, I'm like, no, I mean, it's relaxing. But I agree. You do need to then get up and like
Quick
rinse.
You can't marinate in your own
pussies.
pussy juice.
You can, but after you have to get it off.
A pussy
Yeah.
stew.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
pussy stew.
I'll lay in my
It's
own
actually
stew.
more of like perfume, maybe. Like, because it's not a stew.
No.
It's more of like
And I would call it a bath bomb.
yeah.
You're a personal bath bomb.
Yeah. It's sort of just
your essence.
Yes.
You're just
bathing is your essence.
It's naturally essence pussy bath. Naturally, this water was naturally essenced with my puss.
Yeah, no, you got to rinse after a bath. You at least a quick rinse. I do a quick hot
I like
to cold.
shaving in a bath, obviously, because you can just go.
Yeah, by the time I stand up for my bath water, you don't want to look at it.
No.
Like, by the time I stand up, I'm like, I'm going to give myself an infection sitting there.
The people who say stuff like, I want to drink your bath water, or like, crush me with your thighs, or like, I want to get punched by you. The things people say online now, I'm just like, what? I do kind of like the crush me with your thighs one.
I do too. I like that. Someone said I want to wear your thighs as earmuffs. I was like, okay. I'm not mad at that.
I heard a guy say he'd drag his balls through glass for me, and I was like, that's the love I'm looking for.
Wow.
That's too much for me. See,
but they're so light, like unless the balls are heavy, like it's not really that much.
I need the semen intact.
He just has 3 cuts on his balls. I'm like, not enough.
I mean, drag your balls through glass. I mean, is he in a swing? Like, is he just, like, is he getting...
Is he on
or is it he's like dragging his body, the lower half across
I like that.
glass.
That's what I want.
Or scooting on his butt across glass.
Oh, yeah, that's what I want. I want him to sit on the glass and
but if he's crab walking over glass and his balls are dangling on it,
yeah, it's not doing
much.
Not enough for me.
Not big enough for
Get back out there. Try again.
I want the semen intact. I don't want to risk losing viable semen. Viable? Is that the word, semen?
Are you for sure you want kids?
I want kids, yeah. I don't want it in glass.
Do you have a timeline or no?
Yes.
Do you have the person?
She's like,
no,
3 weeks. 3 weeks.
See, this is the problem. I don't have the person.
Okay. Yeah.
And every time I think I have the person.
I always say easy to find sperm, hard to find a good dad.
Yeah.
All you need is a good dad.
Yeah,
you just gotta find a good dad. It doesn't matter whether you stay together or not. You gotta have a good dad, a guy that
you could
divorce. It's tough question. Because I think there is always going to be a little vanity to it. Also, like the messaging we receive since we were put on this earth is such a societally. It's like, of course,
here's a doll.
Just like, yeah, I mean, we're steeped in it. So like you would be foolish to think that you didn't absorb something that's telling you should have kids or reinforcing it every day, because it is being reinforced. So I think it's tough to separate messaging from personal desire with a lot of things. But I think there's a vanity to it as well. I
want to see a little
I want to see what we would look like together,
Yeah.
Or just, my own little thing that looks like me that I can take care of and shape. But the reality of it is same thing. It's like dog stuff for me. It's like, I want a puppy that loves me. And then I don't want to come home at 10 to let it out or clean up its shit. So, And I also don't, that doesn't mean I'm pulling the whole, like, I'm going to get a nanny to raise it. It's just, it's not that, I mean, I've been a nanny in my life. It's not that it's impossible and the whole expression, it takes a village. It's like, it is important to have a lot of people in the child's life. It shouldn't just be on you, for sure. But I don't know. And then there's the body wreckage, which is very real.
The body wreckage? I'm like, sometimes I see people postpartum.
It's
I'm
scary.
Like, bitch, you look like me now.
I know. A lot of people do, like so many people do bounce back and look better.
But do they?
But that's the thing. I need more honesty badly from people when it comes to work and plastic surgery and stuff. It's like, we can all pretend like it's not happening, but like, I do love that. I think the UK has a law where you have to say that there's a filter involved or airbrushing, like it's part of the law, because it's
on social media.
Yeah, and in magazines and stuff. I could be wrong. I need to research it a little better, but I'm almost positive. That. It's important because it's not real what you're looking at, and you
not
can say,
you can say my whole Instagram. You can filter. Okay, enough. You see the videos. You know what's up.
But that's the thing. It's just sort of like, well, of course we all. It's the same thing for makeup. I personally would love makeup to be banned if it never existed, because then you would never know.
Then we'd all just look even playing field.
We just all look how we look.
Yeah.
And yeah, some of us would be at a disadvantage for sure because of our genetics and acne. But it's one of those things where it's like, of course I like makeup, but why do I like makeup? Because I know it makes me feel better, because I know I look more attractive because it exists, because I've seen what it can do. Like if it just never existed, you'd
just be happy with yourself. You'd be
so
like,
great.
Well, this is what it is, and I have to learn to love it.
Yeah. And then I've had these, but I have debates like this. Like I've gotten into it on morning radio because I usually show up like to say I don't care about my appearance is not true, but to say like just this is I'll go like and put some glasses on and be like, that's enough. You know, like I'm tired. You
this
know,
is inspiring.
I fully understand why my 60-year-old teacher had a buzz cut and like mascara right here all the time. It's like, well, it's too much to keep up with.
Too much.
Yeah. So
it's
when people
nonstop.
say the makeup's for me, I've gotten into it with people about this. Like, it's art. It's form of expression. It's like, yeah.
No, yeah, the makeup's for me, but it makes me feel better because I'm fucked.
I always I had a joke about it. I could never make work because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like, the makeup's for me so that you want to fuck me.
Yeah.
And I get it. Like, I'm not immune to that. Of course I want to be fuckable. I mean, it's literally what we're taught is our worth. So when everybody was like, female comics only talk about sex, it's like, oh, we only talk about our worth?
Yeah. The only thing we ever talked about. Yeah.
Yeah, no duh.
Yeah.
Well, yes, I said no duh.
Also, they're going to see you. Like the second you go underwater, they're going to see the real you. It better not be shocking. You can't be too much of a contrast.
No, I used to go on first dates with no makeup.
Yeah.
Because and then I was like, I can only get hotter from here.
Yes, it's like in college when I would wear this every day. And the minute I put on regular clothes, people were like, you look amazing.
Yeah, you have that moment from the movies where you're coming down the stairs. You like purposely set it up.
But I do, of course, it's like when I put makeup on, I do feel prettier. Like, it's just a fact.
When I put a filter on, I'm like,
yes.
No one can talk to me today.
I like putting on a filter because then I don't have to put the makeup on.
100%.
And then I could just put the video up, not feel insecure about it, and be done.
Agreed. So I guess what I'm saying is, what a vicious cycle.
Yes.
You know, because like no one's going to get on the same page with anything. Like the world's fucked. Like we're too far gone for sure. We ruined it. The experiment's
It's
done.
too late. We can't go back to no makeup.
No, there's no solving it. That's the thing. It's like I did the Blue Note in Hawaii and it was shortly after I think there was just like that.
Wait, what?
I did the Blue Note, the jazz club in Honolulu. That was like the kickoff of this little portion of the tour. It was a stutter start. It doesn't matter. I'm here for like a couple weeks and then I'll go back out.
Cool.
But point being, it's just like, it's beautiful. Hawaii's gorgeous. But I also looked out and I was like, well, we've done it. Like we ruined it. It's sad. Like it's a very touristy area that I was in. And it's like, I remember getting home and for whatever reason, probably because I was just there, I saw a lot of social media posts about like, stop going to Hawaii. And it's like, sure, like absolutely. And I, from what I gathered, a lot of the locals would like that. Like, give us our land back. Like, stop coming here. And then there's always the counter argument. But yeah, but this is your infrastructure is tourism. So we gotta come. And it's like, no, I mean, if everybody left and there was a law that was like, don't come here, it would rebuild. It would regrow. But it's like people who are anti-abortion, like, you're not allowed to use it for birth control. It's like, well, bitch, I'll just do whatever I want with my body. How about that? Like the rule is everyone's right to choose. So go off and do that. If you believe that anybody can do whatever they want with their body. Like, it's just, I think we're too far gone. Like there's no.
With everything.
Yeah.
There's too many.
You're going to tell me you're going to make a law that says you can't go to Hawaii? I would love to see it. I will go. 100%.
We can't go to Hawaii and we can't say queso. What the fuck is happening?
I don't know. I just went off on a terribly sad tangent and I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's like.
But it wasn't the zeitgeist. I felt like people were like, stop going to Hawaii. And I feel like.
Google zeitgeist.
It definitely.
She's eastbound on zeitgeist. At the Blue Flame. I don't know what she said for the last
Blue Note.
You know the Blue Note? It's across from the BU. It's across from Village Underground.
In Hawaii.
So the Blue Note is that jazz club across from.
I don't know places in Hawaii. Why do you think I know places?
No, babe.
Why are you
cultured? In New York, across from the Village Underground.
Then why are you saying Hawaii?
I thought it was Hawaii.
It is Hawaii. So they have a sister club. So there's it would be like if I did helium in Philly and helium in Buffalo and helium in St. Louis. Or
I'll never write
Portland.
for Rick and Morty. That's the way
Professor Stelling.
Professor Stelling.
Professor Stelling.
Not Professor.
You know, speaking of like multiple things in different locations,
Yeah.
when I would leave my mom's in Ohio to have to go visit my dad in Orlando because it was court ordered, I would get there as a kid and I would convince myself I was in a simulation because I would see like some similar stores or like being a kid that young. It started when I was 6. I had to go down there. And it's like, that's hard to be away from your mom and very far away. But I would convince myself it was like a simulation.
Google
you know,
simulation.
when you go through, Kim's like, I know what she's talking about.
Xavier, Google stimulus.
Stimulus.
But you know what I mean? Like when you be driving through a town, like this is not deja vu, but in the same vein of like, I've been here before. This is the same thing. I'm not really in Orlando. They put me on a flight. Maybe this is why I'm a weird person.
Terrified.
This is why she writes on the Good Morning.
My brain.
She's like, yeah, I was in a simulation at 7. Like, what?
And that's when they abducted me.
I was terrified constantly as a kid. I was always scared. I was always convinced that I was seeing ghosts.
I had sleep paralysis. And I convinced there was a man on my roof on the outside of, like, right outside my window. He would just be like sitting there waiting.
That was your sleep paralysis.
It was like, that was part of it. And then the other one was just a demon in the room. Ugh. Like, and I would, and we didn't grow up extremely religious, but I would say the Lord's Prayer to get out of this sleep paralysis.
And by the Lord's Prayer, do you mean the Our Father?
Yeah.
Okay, dude, my cousin who
and I would always
has
think
sleep
the
paralysis
demon
said the only thing that would work was that prayer to get him out.
Yeah.
Growing up. I swear to God, my cousin Brad told me that.
I would have to really focus on it because we weren't super religious. We did have to memorize it.
Weird.
But I would, as I was saying it, I was like, I really had to focus on it because the demon was trying to get me to not remember it. So I'd be like, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and glory forever.
I forgot that.
But it's the evil part where I knew the demon was again trying to sneak in and get me to fuck up the words. Deliver us from evil, as long as I could get to that. And then I would wake up. But it's like being trapped in your body.
No.
Dude.
Why are you laughing? I'm scared of Professor Stelling. Professor Stelling.
I
She has so many layers.
What a textured individual.
Are you guys ready for our word of the day?
The devil.
It's etymology.
Oh shit. Not another
Etymology.
Professor, please. This is going to be on the pop quiz. Beth Stelling pop quiz.
Eastbound, point it out.
Oh no. You have to know eastbound. You have to know simulation.
And you need to
Do you guys play any instruments? Wait, you got the piano.
I don't know how to play.
Did
it's
she
just in
tell
my
you about the
kitchen.
piano?
My mom does lessons.
Did she tell you the
over
money?
Zoom.
The piano?
Really?
She spent a lot of money on the piano.
I financed the piano.
I know you did. It was a bad idea.
I paid it off.
Okay,
It was a
okay.
bad idea. It's okay.
I bought, because I envisioned myself doing Benny and the Jets. I bought the sunglasses. I thought if I bought the rhinestone sunglasses, the talent would come.
It would move through your fingers. And you'd be Elton John secretly all these years.
She does have an Elton John piano book.
A
Do you
songbook
have-
and the glasses. They're just sitting in my kitchen.
Do you have desires of singing and do you sing alone, or is it just the piano that you wanted to do?
So Kim and I have talked about this before.
Okay.
We want to have a sing off, but we need to be trained by professionals.
We need to be classically trained.
Are you people who feel like you can sing? It's like a secret talent. Like you really believe you're good.
I don't believe I'm good. I believe I could be taught.
Do you know what
Okay.
I think? I just haven't found my voice yet. And maybe it's a different voice. Maybe it's like a raspy voice.
Yeah.
Like, give us a little.
Give us.
Like maybe it's something like that. It's like guttural. Like,
Okay.
This bitch. You're scaring Beth. She's gonna start doing a prayer to get out of this.
Our Father who art in heaven.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be
Deliver
thy
me
name.
from Sara.
Oh
Poof
dear.
away.
Oh dear. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, is there a go-to song for you guys?
Can you sing?
I can sing.
See, the way she
I knew
asked,
she could
we
sing.
knew she could sing.
No. I mean,
Absolutely.
I grew up with a music teacher mom, so I was in the primary choir since I was, I think, probably, I forget what age it starts. I'm not even kidding. Maybe
Not this
3
bitch
or
living in the
4.
sound of music.
Can you walk us through like the scales?
Yes, I mean, like to
do
start, a fun one that you could practice at home is just doe a deer, doe a deer, a female deer, rain a drop.
I
of
can't
golden
do it.
sun.
I feel so blocked by this.
Come on, Sarah.
My
Get your gravel.
I call myself
a long way to run.
This is
So that was good.
She just laughed in my face. She laughed
Okay,
in my face. I showed up fully.
You were
I
being
took a
vulnerable.
risk. I was being vulnerable and she fucking shamed me.
Yeah. I like
this is what's wrong.
Okay.
This is what's wrong with the dynamic here.
There is a vulnerability required.
Did you hear her song? Professor Stelling. Professor Stelling, did you hear her song?
Look, I did.
It was my. She's accepting.
It's something we can work on.
She sewed like a dude.
Whoa. Yeah, because my voice. What if I'm really good at going deep?
Yeah, maybe you are more of
I'm
an
an alto.
How'd you know that?
I did take musical cultures of the world.
Okay. So
About a sitar.
Here's the thing though. It's like you got to learn it to forget it. Cuz like I always struggled with I just like singing, you know, and if you have your pitch, you're fine. Mm-hmm. But there is something like stilted about trying to sing something like do, like being in your music class where you're working on your diaphragm and you're working on your notes. And there is that sort of like stilted feeling where you're not really expressing yourself because you're within the parameters of this class.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Or a
I
voice
need to be
lesson.
A free creative.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
so you would
scales bum me out. Like, like whatever comes out is what comes out, honey.
You would be a actor. You'd be a character in the musical that comes on to sing like the
villain.
God, I love that man.
Yeah.
Not the ingenue that's like I'm trying
Google
to think
of
Xavier?
Google a Jew
who would sing like I'm trying to think because I never was the ingenue, so I never know these songs. But like the lead, usually like it's the lead woman.
Okay,
like Marion Librarian, versus May Mama Peterson or like Ukulele McKechnie and the Music Man.
Oh hell no! This bitch is trying to make me feel dumb now.
No, these are only.
Now she's running with it. Now Professor Stelling is running with the power.
Okay. How about this?
Spitting in the face of my education.
This is just musical theater stuff. Say we were doing Cole Porter's Anything Goes. You would be.
She's fucking.
No, I think you would be. Let's cast it.
What about Cats or Wicked?
I think you would be Reno. You would be Reno,
Nevada.
She's the she's sort of like the lounge singer person.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of the song.
The snapping in the all black is
Rock.
Okay. Times have changed. Like that. That's you.
Times
have changed.
Okay.
Yes. But you would be more like Bonnie, the gangster's girlfriend. And she has more of like she's sort of, what does she sing? Like up in heaven's happy portals.
Up in heaven's happy portals.
Yes, see?
Up in heaven's happy portals.
And you would tap dance. That's
kind of your thing.
This is what I mean. You'd be the character person.
Wait, I love
I'm an ingenue.
Yes. Well, actually, no, you're the character.
Oh.
Yeah, the ingenue in this one is a different character because none of us are her. We're all characters.
I just wanted to say ingenue.
Yeah.
Eastbound.
You could if you took voice lessons, you are the ingenue type. Where if you had usually they are more of a soprano range, I suppose.
Excuse me, I'm flipping my hair.
Yeah.
I'm an ingenue.
Yeah, you could be.
I'm a
the
talented
Marion Librarian type.
Oh fuck.
Marion.
I don't know.
Okay, listen, I'll say this right now. We have some talents.
I wonder how many people listen to this are musical heads.
And they know what
I want to know what the percentage is. 2%?
Listen, if you're an ingenue, if you were at the Hawaii Lola, if you've been eastbound, sound off in the comments.
If you
let Professor Stelling know you know what she's talking about. Maybe throw in a little translator for Kimmy Cakes. She's gonna be in. Beth, are we at 45? We hit 45? Yeah, really. Awesome. Cool.
Kim's like, is it over?
I can't not know one more fucking word. If I don't know one more word on my own podcast, I'm fucking done. This is the last time you'll see me with
okay.
that.
The vocabulary will now flash on the screen.
Oh my god.
We're gonna do Beth Stelling flashcards for the pod.
Best selling word of the day.
Yes. Maya Angelou. I don't know.
Did you say Maya Angelou?
Yeah, the main character.
I know why the cage bird sings.
I feel like we're gonna do a musical.
I'm ready. Let's start it. Let's fucking plan
I
it.
would love to do a musical.
Let's do it.
I'm the ingenue.
Yeah.
Self-proclaimed.
Okay.
I already cast you in a character role.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to keep saying
she's throwing it in my face.
And they're not funny usually.
Oh.
They have funny moments, but you guys want to be
stars.
Yeah, you want to be the funny character.
I saw Chicago.
Yeah, how'd you feel about it?
Okay.
Pop.
So the problem with Chicago for me is that it's about like two young girls going to live their dream.
Mm-hmm.
And the women they have as these young girls are the same casting as they had 30 years ago, 40 years ago. So it's been the same woman playing the same character for 40 years. And I was so confused the whole time because I'm like, why are these old bitches? Yes. I was like, why are these old bitches going to live a dream before they like die? And they're supposed to be like young girls, but they won't recast it.
What?
Yeah.
Are they famous in Broadway or something?
I guess, but it doesn't make sense for the story.
Yeah.
So they're sacrificing the story
for these
women who are like.
I mean, think about how often that happens. It's like same thing in Hollywood though. They'll cast a famous person.
But that's like if you were watching High School Musical and it was played by Betty White.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, I'm looking for my boyfriend. My locker. That's how the whole time I was like, am I tripping? Are we all believing this? I felt like people were kooky for just being like, this is great. I was like, this makes no sense. I felt like I was in a stimulant. She was eastbound on a stimulant. All right. Beth, thank you so much for coming on to our podcast.
Thank you for having me.
This was so fun. Did you have fun with us?
Yeah. I mean, there were several times I was like, what do I look like? But other than that,
you look amazing. You're one of the best, the funniest. We love you.
Thank you for having me.
Girl Daddy. Also go see Beth on tour.
Yeah, come see me, BethStelling.com.
Is that the best place to find you?
Yeah, you can find me there, Instagram. But yes, Minneapolis, Milwaukee, Santa Fe, Burlington, Vermont. Those are all coming up in the next couple of months.
That's awesome. We'll link to everything in the description of the episode so it will be easy to find you. And you guys, I forgot my own Greta's. Follow me at Princess Shenk on Instagram and Twitter. If you're in Southern California, Kim and I are going to be at Mic Drop in San Diego doing our first episode of This Bitch Live.
Whoa, first live pod ever.
September 1st.
So, will you guys have a guest or no?
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're excited.
We're really excited. Hopefully the first of many live shows.
Mm-hmm.
And then also we're going to be in New York opening for Joey Diaz October 8th. Then the following weekend we're both at Skankfest. Also, check out my solo podcast, Shenk. New episodes of that come out every Wednesday, and you can find me here every Monday. What about you?
You guys can follow me on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon, on Instagram at Kim Congdon. Check out my other podcast, Broad Topix, Topix, anywhere you find podcasts. You're going to see me and Sara on the 1st, September 1st. Make sure you come out to the live pod.
What day is that of the week?
A Thursday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if you're anywhere near San Diego, come out and
we'd love to meet our honeys.
We'd love to meet our honeys. We're going to be putting out merch soon, so keep an eye out for that. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.